Hi y'all, this is So Blessed. Welcome to the Blessed Place. I am interviewing live on location. New surroundings. And I'm being interviewed by dhille.
Hello everybody. I'm not going to be on camera, but...
Because she's irrelevant. But anyway.
Okay, listen, you have about a minute and a half to answer each question, so get your thoughts together. We're going to be talking about interracial dating today.
Something I know nothing about, but okay.
Have you ever dated outside of your race?
No, I have not. Should I elaborate?
You can.
I have not. And not because it was an intentional that I would not date outside my race, but nobody outside my race ever asked to date me. What's wrong with me? No women have ever asked to date me. Nobody outside my race have ever asked to date me. But but I think it has a lot to do with your environment. You know, I grew up in an all-black environment, but I went to school. You know, I think there were quite a few. It was quite a bit of a mixture. You know, and then when I went to college was basically all. What's the political? Is it Caucasians, white people? whatever the political correct way of saying it. But culturally, I just grew up around African Americans. I never grew up around whites, except for, like I said, eventually went to high school and then college. But no, nobody outside my race ever asked to date me.
Okay. And for the record, I don't know if it's whites. I think it's Caucasian.
Oh, okay.
I don't think it's blacks and whites. I think
Oh.
it's Caucasians and African Americans.
Okay.
And number two...
I don't hear white people calling themselves Caucasians.
Well, you don't hear, you hear us calling ourselves a lot more things than we would be comfortable with white people calling us. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
So,
my white family out there, my Caucasian family, tell me, what's the politically correct terminology?
Okay, number two, how do you feel about interracial dating?
Interracial dating, I feel that I honestly... Should I be looking at the camera or looking at you?
The camera.
Okay.
You're people.
Okay. Interracial dating, I feel that love is the most wonderful and awesome thing. And I think I know it transcends color and the color of the skin. Yes, we have a lot of cultural differences, but beyond our cultural differences, underneath, everybody's the same. I mean, the same blood, the same, our bodies work the same. You know, just basically everything is the same. And other than our skin color, and of course, there are major differences in our culture, but that's just a cultural thing. But interracial dating, I think it transcends. You know, your color transcends. Girl, you're making me lose my thought over there doing like this. But anyways.
Yes, love transcends color.
Love transcends color lines. And if you find love in any color, hold on.
Okay, we have, how much time do we have left?
3 minutes. We're at 3 minutes and 48 seconds.
So we have about 6 minutes and something left?
5 minutes. Just say 5 minutes.
Okay, because we have 5 questions, so I just wanted to make sure we get
a minute each question. Okay, go ahead.
Okay, number 3. Do you have any advice for a person who is thinking of dating outside of their race?
Only advice I would offer, because again, I have no experience whatsoever, zero, none. But y'all know I always get advice, whether I had experience or not. But only advice that I would give is that be true and real and authentic about your, don't tell me the word. I know that your, I had the word on the tip of my tongue, about your, okay, what's the word?
Reason?
Your,
reason
is one of the words, but your intentions.
Intentions. Okay.
Yes. Be true and real and authentic about your intention. If your intention is to just find true love and companionship regardless of the race, then that is awesome. And that's the only advice I would give, is be true to your intentions. because we all want to be loved. And it should not matter what race we find that love. But if you're doing it out of curiosity, if you're doing it out of rebellion, if you're doing it out of...
Well, this is not one of the questions, but let me just interject. Is curiosity such a bad reason to explore?
I think curiosity is, I wouldn't call it a bad reason, but it's not...
I think curiosity is the fuel behind why so many people learn so many different things.
Curiosity is good. Curiosity is good, and is the fuel behind why, we wouldn't have a whole lot of things if it was not for curiosity. However, I believe that you can hurt people simply by dating someone outside your race because of curiosity. Because you're looking for love.
Right.
You're looking for love and companionship, and then you meet somebody and you start really liking that person. That person really starts liking you, and they're not dating you out of curiosity. They're dating you because they really like you and they dig you, but you're just curious. And then you find out this is not your thing. You don't like it, or you don't like this particular person, and now you've hurt that person because I was just curious.
That's true. I think it also goes back to your intentions too. If you're still pure with your intentions, then I think you can date out of curiosity.
Curiosity is okay if like you say, intentions. If you're honest.
Right.
If you meet someone outside and you meet someone and it's interracial, and you're curious, maybe they're curious, or maybe they have more experience in interracial dating, and you say, I've never dated, we'll say white guy, Caucasian white, I don't know, y'all tell me, but say you meet a white guy and you're attracted to him, he's attracted to you, and you tell him, I've never dated outside my race before, I've never dated a white guy before, but I am curious. I don't want to hurt you, but I'm curious. But you should be honest up front.
Okay, how much time do you have?
I have 2 minutes and 30 seconds.
Okay, give us some advice. Give advice for a black woman who may be frustrated with black men, and they are willing to date other races because of that frustration.
Well, I think that you should not date another race simply because you are frustrated with one particular race.
You in general.
People in general. One should not date outside one's race simply because you're frustrated with your particular race. And that's any race. I don't think white people should date blacks simply because they're frustrated with their limited experience of the 10 white women that they dated.
Right.
Black men should not date outside of their race simply because of their limited experience of the 20 or 30 or 50 or even 100 black women that they dated who disappointed them.
Right.
Because that is not a good reason. That's not a valid reason. You should date outside your race if you so choose, just to open up your many options.
Right.
Just to open up your options, but not simply because I'm totally through with one particular race.
Any last comments?
And now I'm going to go try another race. My last comment is, y'all, love is a wonderful thing. I love love. And love transcends color. Love transcends size. Love transcends height. Hi, baby. Shorty. No, just kidding. But love transcends all these things. Race, cultural differences. And if you, whether you are a black woman, African American woman, a black man, African American man, white man, Caucasian man, Hispanic man, Asian man, woman, whatever your ethnicity, whatever your race, whatever it is, we all, and that's why I say we're so much more alike than we are different, because I don't care what race or culture or gender you are, we all want to be loved. And if you find love in a short, fat, bald white man, or a tall, 6'5", black, fat woman, if you find love in any of those places, don't let anybody Don't let this world, don't let society, don't let media, don't let statistics, don't let well-intentioned loved ones tell you who you should love. Y'all be blessed.